Man logic, 10 hidden female weaknesses. Most men never see. Most men walk through life blind to a language that isn't spoken. It's felt. They hear the words, but miss the meaning. They see the smile, but never notice the spark hiding behind it. They follow surface-level dating advice from loud voices, but never learn the quiet truths that separate a man she forgets from a man she can't stop thinking about. A woman's attraction is rarely about what you own or even what you say. It's about what you radiate, the energy you carry without trying. Every woman has unspoken vulnerabilities, emotional soft spots she won't share, not even with her closest friends. Not because she's weak, but because these are primal codes. Ancient instincts buried under layers of confidence, independence, and modern expectations. And here's the part most men never understand. If you can read these codes and respond from a place of grounded masculinity, you won't just be another man in her life. You'll be the one she remembers. The rare difference. Most men are desperate for attention. They overperform, overshare, overextend, chasing validation like it's oxygen. They think attraction is about proving themselves. But the stoic man, he is the opposite. He doesn't chase, he draws in. He doesn't try to be the storm. He is the calm in the middle of it. And that calmness makes her stop mid-thought and wonder, who is he? Women are not drawn to chaos, they are magnetized by centeredness. A man who moves with purpose, speaks with restraint, and listens more than he talks will stir something inside her she can't quite explain. When he notices what other men miss, when he makes her feel seen, not just looked at, he touches something sacred. And once you touch that part of her, she won't forget you. The 10 hidden weaknesses most men never see. 1. Eye contact. Not the awkward stare, not the quick glance that breaks too soon. A calm, patient gaze that tells her you're present, without trying to get a reaction. It doesn't demand her attention, it commands it. Most men either look away too quickly or lock on in a way that feels forced. But when your eyes are steady, unshaken, and still, she feels it in her chest before she understands it in her mind. 2. Silence in high emotion. When she's emotional, most men rush to fill the air, explaining, apologizing, or fixing. The stoic man does something rare. He holds the moment in silence, not because he's cold, but because he's present. That silence tells her, I can stand in your fire without flinching. And in that stillness, she feels a kind of safety most men never give. 3. Presence without performance. You don't have to be the entertainer or the loudest guy in the room. You're just fully there, listening, watching, breathing deep. Most men perform because they need approval. A stoic man simply exists in his own skin. And women feel the difference instantly. That kind of presence is so rare, it becomes addictive. 4. Knowing when to walk away. You don't argue, you don't plead. When your boundaries are crossed, you leave. Most women are used to men trying to convince them, explain themselves, or beg for another chance. When you exit quietly without anger or drama, it short-circuits her expectations. Suddenly she's realizing, this man values himself more than he values me. And that's when her mind starts chasing. 5. Emotional mystery. You don't unload your entire life story in a single night. You reveal yourself slowly, intentionally. A flash of past pain here, a small glimpse of passion there, enough to intrigue, never enough to satisfy. Mystery forces her imagination to work, and imagination is the foundation of obsession. 6. Subtle masculine touch. Not grabbing, not clinging. Touch with purpose. Your hand at the small of her back as you guide her through a door. A brief brush of her arm when she makes you laugh. A steady hold at her waist when you lean in to speak. Her conscious mind might ignore it, but her body responds instantly. Her breath changes, her walls lower. 7. Deep listening. You hear more than her words. You catch the tone, the pauses, the contradictions. You listen not to fix, but to understand. Most men listen to reply. A stoic man listens to connect. And when a woman feels understood, truly understood, that bond goes deeper than attraction. 8. Controlled jealousy. You're not the jealous wreck who panics at the sight of another man. And you're not the emotionless guy who pretends not to care. You care, but you control it. A small smirk, a subtle glance, just enough to remind her, I see everything. It's not about control over her, it's about control over yourself. 9. Purpose bigger than her. Your life already had direction before she arrived. Your mission matters more than her approval. She's not your center, she's part of your orbit. This doesn't push her away, it draws her in. Because every woman respects a man she has to earn. 10. Emotional restraint. You feel, you care, but your emotions serve you, not the other way around. Your anger is measured. Your affection is earned. Your sadness is clean. Most men crumble under pressure. You remain composed. That kind of emotional control earns a primal respect that no words can buy. Most men will never even see these weaknesses, let alone awaken them. But you will, because you're not here for tricks or flashy tactics. You're here to become the man who never begs, never chases, and never loses frame. That's the man she thinks about. That's the man she can't let go of. If you found value in this, subscribe right now. This isn't about learning lines to say to a woman. It's about becoming the man she can't ignore. Because you don't need her to see your worth. Your journey doesn't end here. It starts now.